Peace, peace, peace. What's up? What's going on, y'all? It's been a minute since I dropped a video with some enlightening information, or which I believe to be enlightening. First of all, I want to shout out Minister Jew, Noble Amp Pooh. I want to shout out Black Magic 363. I want to shout out Dr. Aleem L. Bay. I want to shout out Brother Panic. I want to shout out Bobby Hemmett. And I want to shout out Professor James Smalls. I want to shout out anybody that's a part of the conscious community that's doing their work, that's doing their job in fulfilling their purpose in enlightening the people so that we may understand who we are as a people. Okay, but this video is basically about your belief system, the way that your thoughts and your expectations create your reality. Your expectations and your beliefs, they draw the people that come into your life on a daily basis into your life, the circumstances, the situations, everything that you see day in and day out from the moment you open your eyes when the sun rises and to the moment you go back to sleep. All right. So the name of this video, the title actually comes from a verse in the Bible. It comes from Matthew chapter 8, verse 13. And this verse says, I'm going to read it to you. This verse says, as Jesus said unto the centurion, go thy way, and as thou hast believed, so be it done unto thee. All right. He says, go thy way, and as thou hast believed, so be it done unto thee. Right? So what does this mean? I'm going to read that one more time so that it can penetrate. It says, go thy way. Listen very carefully. And as thou, meaning you, as thou hast believed, as, we're going to focus on that word for a second, the word as thou hast believed, so be it done unto thee. So the word as here is going to be used as a measurement. To the same extent, to the very same nature, to the very same degree that you believe in whatever it is that you're asking for, that you're speaking about yourself and about others, to that same degree that you believe, that's how it's going to be done unto you. It says it right here. It says, as thou hast believed, so it be done unto thee. Right. So I'm going to go to my notes here. And I wrote these down a few days ago. I was kind of skeptical about doing this video at first, but I waited a few days and I decided to do it. So these are my notes. This is what I got from it. It says, we get exactly what we expect to get out of life. Now, I know that some people say, well, why is it that I keep getting in these relationships with a man or a woman who doesn't understand me? It's never how I want it to be. The guy is either always cheating or it's always some type of problem or issue that we face that we say we don't want, or things aren't working out in our favor, but it's all based on your belief system. And we're going to get more into that. Okay, it says our thoughts and beliefs about ourselves and life are shaping our reality. Okay, if a man would only believe that he is rich, then as he believes, excuse me, then it will be done. Okay, so what we're dealing with here is different states of consciousness. Okay, what you believe in, the thoughts that you have an attachment to, that you have agreed with and accepted as true for yourself, these beliefs are then reflected back to you through people, through circumstances, through situations and events that take place in your life on a daily basis. Okay, you say you're a positive person, but for some reason you keep attracting quote unquote negative things or negative people, negative situations, negative energy into your vibrational field, right? And the thing is that we have to learn to know the difference between, or just be aware of, when you think something that you call positive, right? It may be something like, you might say to yourself, I'm happy, um, I am wealthy, I am vibrant, I am love, I am joyful, I am excited, all these different things that you're saying in your mind. But at the same time, you have to pay attention to how you feel while you're saying these things. It's not just your words, it's the feelings and the words, right? Do you believe in what you're saying to yourself? And if you don't, at this point, it's okay, because all you have to do is be repetitive and consistent until you start to believe in what it is that you're saying to yourself, right? So it takes time, it takes practice, it takes discipline, right? But once you realize that what you're getting back from life was being, it seems like it's being projected to you, but it's actually you projecting the image, and then it's reflected back to you based on your thoughts and your beliefs. Okay, I'll get into the science of that later, you know. So instead of blaming those people around you, instead of blaming your friends, your partner, your parents, or whoever these so-called quote unquote negative people are, you have to stop pointing the finger at them, because when you point the finger, it's three fingers pointing back at yourself. You know, we've all heard that before, and it's true. Okay. But why are there more pink fingers pointing back at yourself than it is at the other person? Because ultimately, you are the creator of your own reality. Okay? You are the creator. It's you. So once you take the attention off the other person and bring the attention and the focus back on yourself, and you begin to develop and work on yourself and cleanse yourself from any negative energy, any emotional baggage that you may have been carrying, that you may be holding on to. Once we take the attention off the other person and begin to do our internal work and begin to change our internal climate, our internal environment, then what is seemingly outside of you will begin to change, because everything that you see around you is just energy, is just vibration, is just an illusion. You see, it's not solid, it's not concrete, it's not the end all be all. It can be changed, it's fluid. Okay, so once the energy that you exude, that you emit out changes, then what you attract will begin to change. I've seen it for myself. If you don't believe me, there are others who speak on this same subject matter who can break this down for you, who can give you references and sites that you could go to, people you could listen to, things that you could put into practice for yourself. One thing I do is visualization. I've seen it work. I played out an event in my mind of how I wanted it to go. And when I tell you it played out almost exactly like I envisioned it in my mind, it literally it'll blow you away. It will really blow you away. Okay, continuing. It says, I wrote, if a man thinks of himself as lacking or undeserving, then to the exact same degree of his own belief, life will reflect back to him. Perfect example. Every man has been through this. All right. See a beautiful woman, right? You thinking you want to approach her, you want to talk to her, you want to say something to her, right? But before you engage in any action, you've already made up in your mind whether you're going to be successful or unsuccessful based on what you believe. So if you go in to the conversation, if you go into that engagement thinking that you're not going to come out on top or come out successful with whatever it is that you were hoping to get, with whatever your intention was, that you wanted to get her phone number, and you had doubts in your mind as you approached this woman, and then at the end of the conversation, when you didn't come out successful and you didn't get the digits, you thinking like, dang, what I do? Like, what I do wrong? What did I say wrong? It's nothing that you said. It's your energy. It's your vibration. It's how you feel about yourself and what you believe you deserve. Did you actually believe without a shadow of a doubt that you would receive what it is you had set out to get? Okay, and the results reflect that answer back to you. Okay, so I just want to give you all the Greek and the Hebrew definition of the word believe. Now, in Greek, the word believe means to have faith, credit, by implication, to entrust, commit, put in trust with. Okay, then the Hebrew in these definitions were literally had you like, wow, it had me like, what? Like, it gives me a new understanding of what it means to believe. Okay, so in Hebrew, figuratively speaking, it says to render or be firm or faithful, to trust or believe. This is what got me right here. It says to be permanent, morally to be true or certain, right? Listen to these words: steadfast, sure, verified. Okay, so let's go back to our verse. It says, go thy way, and as thou hast believed. Now, remember, the word believe means to be sure, to be verified. So let's just change that word. It says, go thy way, and as thou hast verified, as thou hast made permanent, so it be done unto thee. This is what you have verified. This is what you have considered to be permanent, to be true. Okay? It is as you believe it to be. Your life is the sum total of your beliefs and your thoughts of yourself. You are exactly where you are because of the nature of your thoughts. That car you drive, you've thought of that. You envisioned yourself driving that car before you got into that car. That house that you're in, you said in your mind, this is what I am going to get. I want me a house. I want this kind of car. I want to make this amount of money. And if you just take a look around, you'll see that everything you see comes from the mind of a man. It is first born here and it is manifested on an exterior level. Let's go to the next verse. Mark 11:24. says, therefore I say unto you, what things soever, doesn't matter what it is, what things soever ye desire, when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them. We see this word again, believe. What does the word believe mean in Hebrew? To render firm, to trust or believe, to be permanent, morally, to be true or certain, sure, verified. So when ye pray, believe, be sure that ye receive. In other words, be firm, okay? You have to know that it's done already. You have to know that what it is that you're praying for, that you already have it. And I want to read this quote from Neville Goddard because it ties into what we're talking about. It says, to be conscious of being poor while praying for riches is to be rewarded with that which you are conscious of being, namely poverty. Okay? For prayers to be successful must be claimed and appropriated. Assume the positive consciousness of the thing desired. So once again, we go back to being sure, being firm, trusting in for that thing to be permanent. In Greek, in the Greek definition, we heard the word credit. Okay, everybody know on the streets, when you get credited something, it's given to you before you pay for it. It's already given to you. It's already yours, right? Before you even pay for it. So it's the same thing when you pray and when you ask for something. When you believe it, it's already yours. It's already been credited to you. It's yours already. And you have to trust that and be firm in that. You have to know that what it is, the state of the living circumstances or whatever it is that you're praying for, you have to know that it's permanent already and it's not going to be changed. That once you decide that that's what you want, once you decide that you will have it, at that point, it's permanent, it's done, it's firm. All right? Straight up. It's certain, right? You can be sure of that, right? So, therefore I say unto you, what things soever ye desire when ye pray, believe that ye receive them, and ye shall have them. So, even when you go into your prayers, when you begin to pray, you shouldn't be, I'm not gonna say what you shouldn't do, but based on this information, when you go into your prayers, you should be going into your prayers giving thanks for that thing that you desire, thanking the universe, thanking God, thanking your ancestors, as if you have already received the thing that you are desiring. You see, because when you put yourself in that state of mind, in that frequency, in that state of consciousness, as if you already have that thing that you want, is drawn to you because that's the energy that you put out. If I say I'm a millionaire and I mean that and I say that with feeling, even though I might not have actual money in my pocket, if I believe that in my mind and in my being, and I act accordingly, if I appropriate that as if it's already happened, then it's already done. Then I'll begin to create the circumstances, the events, the people on an unconscious level. These things will begin to show themselves to me. What I believe is going to begin to reflect itself back to me based on how people interact with me, how I carry myself, the way I speak, everything. Okay. So this is a science that I think we should all get into, that we should practice. It's amazing. It really is. But I just wanted to leave y'all with that. So I hope y'all enjoyed this message. I hope that, well, I know that you will enjoy it. I know that this will not fall on deaf ears, that these seeds that I'm planting, they will grow and they will yield fruit. Okay. So peace. It's been a minute since I've been on this platform. It's been a minute since I spoke. It's been a minute since I have come to allow my light to shine so that others may be enlightened. You see, I got my ancestors here. I got my grandmother here. Boom. Right here on this side. I got Buddha over here. I got my auntie and my dad right here on my left side. So I got my angels. I got my ancestors backing me up. This is just the beginning. And I hope that you all can take what I've brought to the table and use it for your benefit. And I hope that you will use it. And I hope that you won't just look over this and, you know, brush it off, because this is valuable information. So peace to the gods, peace to the goddesses. Y'all stay up, y'all stay blessed. Keep your thoughts positive. Keep your energy positive. Keep those chakras clean, balanced, aligned, right? Keep your eye open, and just be blessed. Be that person that you know you are. One love, one light, peace.